Okie dokie, artichoke. What's up? It's your man Trashy. Back at it again with another review. I don't know why I just did that intro, but anyway, it's a funny review this time. At least I'm going to try and make it funny, because we're reviewing, as the title said, Clone High. The last time I did a review that was relatively popular was when I did review for the end of Steven Universe's future. And of course, this review is about another show that's ended or is getting a resurgence. And that is Clone High, as you saw in the title. And so, of course, I'm going to review it. It's the first season is completely free on YouTube. It's a 2 hour or 1 hour, 2 to 1 hour watch through. Excuse me. I finished watching it an hour ago, and I had dinner. So sorry if this is gonna be another late upload. This will probably be uploaded around 9:15 to 9:30. I started this around 8:43, so just watch out. Just if you can, share it with your friends and family in the morning, alright? Or just tell them to share this to everyone. I want to get this review really popular, alright? I'm trying to get at least 10 viewers by the end of this year. We need those subscribers, my dude. My dudes and dudettes. My non-binary pals and gender fluid gals and men. There's no really easy way of doing that kind of thing. But that's what the life we're trying to get to. Besides political commentary, Clone High is a show where it's a scientist funded by the government creates clones of very famous people that shouldn't even be possible, because half the people in that show, their bodies can't be even are buried in the dirt unmarked graves. So half the people in that show shouldn't even be in there. I'm pretty sure Caesar, the guy that got stabbed, is he Roman or Greek? Honestly, I can't tell them apart, and that's fine to say because they're both white. It's fun to make fun of white people now. I'm not saying that in an aggressive way, because I'm saying that in a way that often white people are horrible because they are a majority when it comes to race. If you guys haven't caught on, I've been watching a lot of leftist videos, specifically TikToks. But beyond my political points and beliefs, I gotta stick to the show, though it's gonna be hard because that show is naturally a comedy, which is a way of looking at life in a humorous manner while looking at all the bad stuff that we all do. Of course, now we can't really go to straight up being haha, bad person, bad, that funny. But yeah. Alright, the show Clone High, the main characters are the clones of Abe Lincoln, Joan of Arc, Gandhi, JFK, and Cleopatra. Excuse me. And of course, these two presidents, two freedom fighters, and one rich Egyptian woman. Of course, they all get into a wacky situation every episode, in which just stuff happens because of they're clones of famous people in which famous people often do get into a brawl or a bout or a fight every so often. And that's basically the basic premise of the show, where these famous people who got cloned are now in high school. And, of course, they're teenagers, so they're all hormonal and gross. So it's funny people as teenagers, and thus that's the show. That is Clone High Season 1, and hopefully in the next couple of years, hopefully like at least late 2021, we'll get the first trailer for the new season of Clone High, because it's getting a new season, a new resurgence, in which we're going to get a new season. It's technically a reboot, but they're still continuing the story. And before I get into any spoilers, this is your spoiler warning right here. So you've probably already clicked off, but I'm just making sure everyone clicks off who needs to. Because, excuse me again, I had some Mountain Dew earlier. When I watch YouTube on my Xbox, I often turn off the controller to save its battery. So it takes like 5 seconds for it to turn back on. So I know the struggle of spoilers being too fast. It's probably been like half a minute now. So I'm going to talk about the spoilers now. And here we go. The show ended off on a cliffhanger where during prom, they're in a meat locker or a meat factory producer where everyone gets into a freezer and everyone gets freeze. The clones and the military people who funded the scientists. So they're technically frozen in time, which is perfect for a new season. Especially since it literally the last words that were written on the screen were "to be continued," like ... question mark, exclamation point. That was literally the last words on screen. So it's going to be, since I just finished the first season, I can say I'm a big fan of Clone High, as everyone probably is, and I can't wait for a new season. I really can't. I hope it's going to be easily attainable, because the bad things still happening. Just in case, I get enough subscribers to earn money in the future, I want to make money off this one, specifically. Because I know if I ever get to the point where I can make money off these, I can earn money off this because of the popularity that it will hopefully have in the future. If there is a future. I'm still basically thinking that the world is going to end soon. I'm being honest because I know how the world works, especially since bad things happen every day. But see, the reason that bad things happen every day is because we can look forward to the good ones. Like right now, I accidentally cut my finger open. I'm not going to show you it because I want this to be monetized, hopefully in the future. But since my finger's cut open, I can look forward for when it's closed and hopefully heal. But it was really deep, and I know there's going to be a scar. So I'm looking forward to it healing. So yeah, that's how the world works, and that's how That's Clone High. It really is a good show that I'm happy that it's getting a second season because of this new resurgence in popularity. Especially since it's completely free on YouTube. If you haven't watched it, just dedicate like 1 hour of your life to watching the full series. Even if you're just going to bed. Just like let it play, let you go to sleep. Just go to sleep watching it, and then the next morning you can watch it waking up. That's what I did. That's what I did basically. I started watching it I've been watching it spread out through the week. I watched it one day, then a couple of days later I watched the rest of it, and then the day after that I watched the ending because I fell asleep during the ending. I hope we got that. That was a really good crack. A neck crack, a bone readjustment. Yes, I really am excited, and you all should be excited too. Unless, the original creators are still going to be a part of this new season. But you gotta understand, things can still go bad. So just be excited and be a little wary at the same time. That's how things go for normal shows. Say there's a new season of a new show. Let's say the Owl House is getting a new season, which it is, and I'll be reviewing it. I think they said like September 20 something. I know it's like it's the 25th. So either today or like within the next week or so, we should have the Owl House the first season of the Owl House on Disney Plus. And I'll be checking that out, and I'll be reviewing it. So be wary, but be excited that there's a new season. A 1 out of 10 review, I would give this show definitely a 7. I would go for a 7.5, but 0.5s are only reserved for when I'm truly indecisive about something. The reason I give it a 7 is because, yes, it's a good show, it's humorous, it has really good writing, but I do understand that it's a very niche show. There is a very small small group of, not really small, like it's a big group of people, but it's not really all-inclusive show. There's not really there's a certain demographic when it comes to the show. So there's not really people who are in between about the show. There's people who hate the show, and there's people who like the show. There's not really in between. So just because of that, I'm gonna have to give it a 7 because I like shows who are made for everyone. This show is definitely not for everyone. So if you like humor, you like history to a degree, but you basically just have to be over the age of 18 to watch this. At least you have to be at least over the age of 16 to watch it because there is some adult humor to this show. And so I'd recommend you have to be at least 16 and over to even get some of the jokes. So a 7 out of 10 for Clone High. It's definitely a good show that more people should be watching, but you should be wary of the humor and sorry, my throat isn't I'm not really used to talking a lot. So go watch the show. It's free on Netflix. It's free on YouTube. But just be aware that if it's not for you, don't continue to watch it just because I said so. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment below what I should watch next, except for Owl House. I'll definitely be taking a look at that soon. Besides that, just share this video with your friends and family. Actually, don't, because I surprisingly got political on this video. So I'd be... forget it. Who cares about politics anymore, right? Besides that, thank you so much for watching. Don't want to show you that. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next Friday. Goodbye.